Tonight, we want to pause for a moment and take a look at a serious issue that really hit home for us last week.
That's right. A member of last year's McClymonds football team was shot and killed in San Leandro. In San Jose, a current member of the San Jose high school football team was stabbed to death in front of his school. We did not know Anthony Santa Cruz from San Jose High, but we did know Travion Foster from McClymonds. Travion won a Play of the Week last season and was part of our end-of-the-season awards banquet in May. Travion Foster was smiling with pride as he shook my hand and walked across the stage at our end-of-the-season awards banquet last May. He won the award for this play as a starter on both sides of the ball for the McClymonds football team. Travion was one of the lucky few at McClymonds who had a mother and father at home who did their best to raise their son. Travion was in junior college this year. Somehow Travion got involved in a dice game that turned bad at a San Leandro schoolyard. He was shot and killed. The shooter is still at large.
Well, I asked why. Why him? He was a good kid. I know he wasn't, involved in the drugs or gang violence or anything like that. And he wouldn't hurt a flea,
So a lot of kids don't believe it's another way out, when it really is another way out, but they haven't taken the time to try and grasp the right, put themselves around the right people. You show me the company you keep, I show the type of person that you are.
Over the years, we've covered too many stories of young athletes killed in rough areas around the Bay. Because we knew Travion, this one hit us harder. It's not only an East Bay problem. In the last 12 months, 9 teenagers were murdered in San Jose. Most of these victims we do not know, and because the killings have become so commonplace, the attention given to each crime becomes less and less. But when you know one of the victims, it hits you hard.
Going to college, he was a three-point student, at least. And, just moving on with his life, and I just really, it devastated me.
Like, it's one of the brothers that got killed, so it was, like, it's a hard thing. Like, next season, most of the juniors that's going to be seniors next year, that's who the season's going to be based on. Travion, he was a soldier.
Derek Smith works in juvenile probation and also coaches basketball at Castro Valley High. He sees young athletes who succeed and young criminals who have failed.
And they say a lot of kids can't even read and write 16, 17 years old. So if you feel a lot of kids act out because they don't know and they don't understand, it's not wrong with not knowing, but it's wrong for not asking for help.
Smith says there are no easy solutions, but he does have some suggestions.
Well, first of all, I think our churches have to get involved. I think the government have to get involved and put programs in place. They take money and put it where they want to put it. I think if they took it and put it more in programs and let these kids see, it's another way out.
Smith says sports is a big part of the solution. The work ethic and discipline all organized activities bring builds character and keeps the kids off the streets. The effect of the killings only add to the feeling of hopelessness of the survivors who see their friends taken at such a young age.
People be dying about guilty by association. Like, you be walking down the street and somebody bounce out a car on you, like, oh no, that's the wrong dude, but it's still, he can get shot just because he was the wrong dude or he was with the dudes that they was looking for, and they know him. Like, it's crazy out here.
At McClymonds High School, to get into a basketball game, a school police officer first uses a metal-detecting wand to see if you have a gun. There were 6 officers on duty at the MAC game this week. 2 weeks ago, a game was rescheduled and played at 9 in the morning during school because Oakland police said there was a real threat of gang violence if the game were played after school.
To me, how I deal with it, I just stay in the house. I go to school Monday through Friday. I be with my friends on Saturday sometimes. I just stay in the house, though. But that's really how I deal with it. I just stay out of all the commotion.
Washington says it's up to all of us to make sure these killings do not become acceptable, to make sure young people in tough areas have a chance to succeed and a reason to believe their life has value. And LaVon Washington, who we met there in the story, will be going to Arizona State after his senior year next year to play football. So it's great for him. He's excited about going to Arizona State, continuing his education, which is part of what we were talking about in the athletes who are able to overcome everything to be able to go on and succeed in life.
It's a big deal to be able to go to college and move on to the next level.
Yep, absolutely.